What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to TV and me. I'm of course Kevin, and it's time again for the Walking Dead weekend. We are back with Sunday's edition of the Walking Dead reactions, and last episode was all about Beth. It was all about catching us up as the viewer with her circumstances, what had been going on with her, the fact that she is relatively safe, not fully safe, a bit more safe now Gorman died, but it let us know what she'd been up to, and we learned that she's in fact, or actually at first it sort of teased us that in fact these people at the hospital had rescued her, had found her at the side of a road, picked her up, nursed her back to health, and now she had to work off some kind of debt she owed them, and all the food she was eating as well sort of racked up towards that debt as well. It was basically some sort of scheme where you never got to leave, as we saw from Noah. He said he'd been there for a year, and he'd not escaped, or he'd not at least worked off the debt that he owed those people. But as the episode progressed and we got towards the end, when Beth and Noah attempted an escape, we saw the car which in fact kidnapped Beth, so we know they did take her, and I've got a feeling that it was probably Gorman that took her, or someone to that effect, because we learned through this episode, it wasn't really said outright, but it was sort of hinted at in a number of scenes, that they use these women as sort of sex slaves, to keep the police officers there happy, to keep them satisfied, to basically fulfill their needs, so they've got no reason to leave the hospital, so it doesn't lose its protection. And, Beth sort of cottoned onto this pretty fast. She realised what was going on, and the fact that woman killed herself, I can't remember her name, but I think it was Julie or something along those lines. She killed herself, and I think that sort of woke her up even more to the fact what was going on. And, that Gorman came on to Beth, but she dealt with him like I knew she would. She's a strong character. I knew she could do it. And she set him up, and apparently he got killed. After that whole debacle, though, Beth managed to escape, or sort of escape with Noah. They got out of the building, they got into the car park, and just as they were about to get through the gate, Noah sort of run ahead. He had a bit of a limp because he hurt his leg, and he ran through the gate. He got away, and Beth was left there surrounded by walkers, and I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed with Noah, although I kind of understand where he's coming from, He had an injured leg, so maybe he couldn't help Beth with the walkers, even though I feel like he should have. He ran through the gate, and, he stood there for a second, and when Beth got captured by the police officers, she stared at him, and she gave him a look and a smile. So I guess in a way she doesn't blame him, he did what he had to do, he got away. And I guess she's sort of happy that he did get away. Someone got out of the situation. Considering he had been there for a year as well, it's sort of, it's sort of justified that he's the one that got out. But in a way as well, it's also sort of good because we saw at the end there, Carol came into the hospital and Beth saw her. Because if Beth had left or escaped, maybe they wouldn't have seen each other again. And Carol was on the stretcher. I don't know why she's there. It could be that Daryl and Carol know where Beth is, and they sort of done a ploy in order for the police officers to bring Carol in, expecting her not to be a threat because she's a woman. And, they could be planning to bust Beth out. Or something happens between Daryl and Carol. Maybe they run into some walkers or another group, and Carol got injured and they did rescue her and they brought her to the hospital. I mean, there's two plausible points to that. I mean, either of those could be true, but we'll have to wait and see. The other thing to happen in that episode, of course, was all about the Doctor, and two things he really did in this episode. First off, he killed off his competition in the other Doctor that came in because he saw him as a threat. Considering Gorman threatened his life, we saw in that episode, he said one day there'd be someone else about to fix Gorman whenever he got injured or, an infection. And he sort of indirectly threatened the Doctor's life. And the other thing the Doctor did was, of course, which I didn't agree with, it was quite cowardly, he set Beth up, to take the fall for that death. And even though I wasn't happy with him doing that, I sort of get where he's coming from concerning, killing the other Doctor. Even though, they may have just kicked him out. I think Dawn would have just kicked him out, maybe. I don't think she would have killed him, but the threat from Gorman at the time was real. You could tell just from his character that he was a rapist, that he's capable of something like that. In the brief moments we knew him anyway, he came across that way. And I genuinely feel that the Doctor did fear for his life. And I actually put it up as a Patreon poll on my site, and I've got it on my phone here. The question was, do you blame the doctor for killing off his competition? And this is, of course, putting blaming Beth aside. Take that out of the equation because that was totally wrong. But do you blame the doctor for killing off his competition? And it was the majority voted for no. They don't blame the doctor with 5 votes. So one person voted yes, and I believe that was John. And he had some valid reasons. You just can't go around killing people just because you see him as a threat. And, Dawn wasn't really going to threaten the doctor's life. He even said, the doctor at one point, they would just kick him out. But I still feel, my own personal opinion, is that Gorman served a big enough threat to the doctor and his life that he saw that as his only way out. And, had Gorman died before he had the opportunity to kill the doctor, maybe he wouldn't have done it, because then, Gorman is no longer there threatening his life. But, it's up in the air. But let me know what you think in the comment section about that question. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it too. So that was about it for that episode. That was a bit of a long recap. I apologise. But the big questions now is, what's going on with Carol? Is she injured? Is it some sort of plan or ploy in order to get into the hospital? And secondly, Daryl. Who is with Daryl? My money at this point is still on Noah, because we know it can't be Beth or Carol unless it's shown out of time. The timelines aren't correct. But I believe it's Noah. That's my biggest hunch. We'll have to wait and see. But let's get into this episode. I cannot wait. This is Season 5, Episode 5. I think that's right. Let's get into it.
Maybe I'll let you shave me down all over. Dolphin smooth.
I'll cut it for you tonight.
Eugene's face.
Maybe they're just behind us. Maybe Daryl and Carol came back. Maybe they took the map, found some cars, and they're just down the road.
I'll catch up. I'm clearing the way for them.
How long will it be after you get on that terminal and do what you have to do?
Depends on a number of factors, including density of the infected around target sites worldwide.
Target sites? You talking about missiles?
That's classified. Anyway, the speed with which things normalize depend on a number of factors, including worldwide weather patterns, which were modeled without the assumption that cars, planes, boats, and trains wouldn't be pouring hydrocarbons into the atmosphere this long. Changed the game quite a bit when it comes to air transmissible pathogens.
Why the hair?
Because I like it. The smartest man I ever met happened to love my hair. My old boss, T. Brooks Ellis, the director of the Human Genome Project. He said my hair made me look like, and I quote, a fun guy. Which I am.
Fuck's sake. The Walking Dead strikes again. When things seem happy, bang. What the fuck?
Ellen. Ellen.
Oh shit, is that Eugene's past? Not Eugene, Abraham.
Come on. I know it sucks and it's scary, but it's time to be brave.
It is involuntary.
It is when you're screwed either way. So you cut through the choice that might help somebody.
Come on, Eugene. Oh, you may as well go back to Rick. That's what I say.
Check Eugene. See if he's hurt.
I'm fine. Is that your blood?
Yeah. Damn thing opened again. I swear the cuts are finer than frog's hair. They're just big bleeders.
First aid kit's in the bus. I'll see what we have.
We're not stopping.
This is Murphy's Law in
We're
action.
rolling on. Find another vehicle down the road.
Church is just 15 miles back there.
No. We don't stop. We don't go back. We're at war, and retreat means we lose. The road fights back, the plan gets jacked. You all know that.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fit as a damn fiddle.
We are going with you. You are calling this thing. I just need to know you're good.
Listen, I took a pretty hard shot to the sack with that crash. I am stressed and depressed to see that ride die like you say we're rolling on.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm good. Then we'll rub some dirt on it and walk it off.
Yeah.
Find what we need like we always have.
Oh my god,
On
that
the way.
tickled me. That one tickled me.
I'm not rubbing dirt on anything.
Maybe we can find some bikes.
Oh,
Bikes don't burn.
they do love. They've got a petrol tank on them. Or a gas tank, sorry. We're in America.
Eugene, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Let's go.
It's the first one he killed, isn't it? I bet.
Kind of the point where everyone alive is strong now. Have to be. You're either strong and they can help you, so you help them, or you're strong and they can kill you. So you gotta kill them.
World's gonna change, right?
You're damn right it's gonna.
Abraham. He's watching again.
I just see his head popping up above the shelf.
Dude.
Cards on the table, I was watching them. I believe they know I catch an eyeful on occasion, which isn't to say it's their thing. It's not mine either. It's just that I enjoy the female form, and I consider this a victimless crime that provides both comfort and distraction. The bus crashed because of me.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. I put crushed glass in the fuel line. Should have failed before it ever got to the road.
You would have killed us.
It wasn't supposed to go down like that, not hardly, not half. The glass wasn't supposed to wear out the fuel line next to the spark plugs. We fully pulled a short straw on that one.
What the hell? Why did you do that?
I appreciate the positive affirmations and looking the other way on the perversion. But I know empirically and definitively that I cannot survive on my own. I cannot.
So you killed the bus?
If I don't cure the disease, if I don't save the world, I have no value.
That's not how it works.
If I don't fix things, there's no way you people would keep me around, share resources, even protect me.
Of course we would. We're friends.
They're family.
We have each other's backs, that's it. Don't tell anyone else what you did. You know you messed up. You're trying, but dude, you can't do something like that again.
I won't.
Fist bump him.
You're stuck with us.
I don't know why I told you.
I do. Welcome to the human race, asshole.
Fist bump. Pow. Love it.
Come on.
I stopped him. You don't have to be scared now.
Take it that was his wife. They his kids.
It's okay.
I think we should stay here today.
No.
But we're all banged up. You especially.
We've been through worse. Every minute we waste getting him to Washington, people are dying. And it just so happens, it's got 500 gallons of water on it.
They got a fire engine.
This thing's done some crowd clearing. Right up into the intake. Which means we've got an air filter filled with damn human remains.
Abraham,
What?
that feeds the radiator. The intake for the engine is actually on the roof.
Oh shit. What the hell? Is that Eugene? Yep, it's Eugene. Oh man. That walker was that rotten. Oh my god, he's washing off limbs.
I've been to 8 county fairs and 1 goat rodeo.
Goat rodeo.
I've never seen anything like that.
There's a Goodwill over there by the bookstore. It's pretty blown up, but there might be some supplies, some dry clothes, maybe.
Not necessary. I can clear that intake in 2 shakes. You'll air dry. We roll on. What?
Sick inside, let them die.
Shit, you screwed up.
Jeez, they're teasing us with this Abraham story, aren't they?
Hey, Jay!
Oh shit, did they leave him?
Becca!
Don't try to find us. Shit, I guess they witnessed him, like, killing those men. And she was frightened by how violent he was, so she left him.